Despite the hype for its release, Jeep Gladiator is not selling as Stellantis hoped it would. Jeep may have created a dream truck for Jeep people, but it does not offer a lot to get the attention of a typical truck buyer. If you want to know why Jeep dealers are offering crazy discounts for their Gladiators, stay tuned as we tell you the 5 shocking reasons why Jeep Gladiator is not selling. Number 5. Lack of engine options. Jeep guys were really excited to get a mid-sized truck based on the Wrangler, as this was a popular request for so many years, who just want to have a pickup truck bed for their stuff. Well, Jeep finally delivered a mid-sized truck by reviving the Gladiator name based on Wrangler's JL platform. However, there was a caveat. For some strange reason, the Gladiator wouldn't get all the powertrain options the Wrangler would get. Let's take a look at what powertrain options Stellantis offers for the Gladiator. When it was first introduced, people were able to get the Gladiator with 2 engine options. Either the standard gas-powered 3.6 Pentastar V6, which is a familiar engine that is available on many Jeep and Chrysler products. The Pentastar V6 offers 285 horsepower and 260 foot-pounds of torque that is coupled with a 6-speed Aisin manual transmission, but an 8-speed automatic transmission is also available. The other option was the 3-liter turbocharged EcoDiesel that produced 260 horsepower and a whopping 442 foot-pounds of torque. This powertrain was only available with the 8-speed auto transmission. Unfortunately, since the 2023 model year, the EcoDiesel variants have been discontinued from the Gladiator. So if you're looking for a new Gladiator, your only option is to get the 3.6 V6, as there are no other options available. This is especially puzzling, as the Wrangler gets a lot more options available under the hood, whereas the Gladiator, which is basically a longer Wrangler, only gets 1. If you opt for a Jeep Wrangler, you can get a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4, or the hybrid version of this engine that's going to get you exceptional fuel economy compared to the V6. Or, if you don't really care about the fuel economy and just want to have some fun, you can always get the 6.2 Hemi V8 version before it gets discontinued for the next model year. So, for the Wrangler, Stellantis offers 4 different powertrains, whereas the Gladiator inexplicably gets only 1. The lack of options is especially worrying for those looking for a hybrid powertrain in their trucks for improved efficiency. If Jeep were to offer the hybrid 4xe for the Gladiator as well, they would be offering competition to the best-selling Tacoma from Toyota, which is the only mid-sized truck right now that offers a hybrid powertrain under the hood. The competition only offers a naturally aspirated V6, like the Gladiator, such as Honda Ridgeline and Nissan Frontier, or a turbocharged inline-4 like the Chevy Colorado or Ford Ranger. If only Jeep offered all the powertrains that it already offers for the Wrangler, they might be the best option for a mid-sized truck buyer on the market. Number 4. Just a single configuration for your truck. As we touched on before, Jeep may have created a great truck for the typical Jeep customer. However, it does not offer a lot for the typical truck customer who is looking at a Frontier or a Tacoma. For the Gladiator, Jeep only offers a single configuration, which is a crew cab and a short bed configuration. This would not be that big of an issue if only the bed was a decent size. But unfortunately, it isn't. The bed space of the new Gladiator is only 5 foot when the tailgate is closed, and 81 inches when the tailgate is open. This size comes woefully short of the competition, and it simply is not enough for those looking to use their trucks for actual truck purposes, not just for show. Jeep also does not offer an extended or single cab option for those who are just looking for a bit more bed space. Compare this to the Jeep's last truck they offered in the 80s, the Comanche. That truck came with either a 6-foot or a 7-foot bed, and was insanely practical for people looking to haul a lot of stuff in the bed. And this short bed space does not come at the expense of a comfortable space for the rear passengers. Not at all. Actually, the space in the rear of the Gladiator is pretty cramped compared to the competition, especially the Tacoma and its Spartan interior space. There isn't much leg or headroom for the Gladiator, which might be a contributing factor to the low sales of the Gladiator. Now, the Gladiator redeems itself when it comes to towing. as it has a tow rating of 4,500 pounds even when it is not equipped with the max tow package. When it is properly equipped to tow, it can tow a whopping 7,700 pounds, which is very impressive for a mid-sized truck these days. However, the short bed is a disappointment for those looking to haul their dirt bikes and other stuff to the trails, and it's a shame that Jeep does not offer any other type of configurations for the Gladiator. There would be a lot of people looking to get an extended cab with a longer bed option if only Jeep offered it to their potential customers. Number 3. Not a lot of technology for the price. The technology in the Gladiator is certainly not bad, but it isn't groundbreaking stuff either. And perhaps more annoyingly, many technological and safety features are paid options for the higher trims, which is a bummer. All trims come with a 12.3-inch infotainment screen that also includes wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, which is great. However, an adaptive cruise system, blind spot detection, cross-path detection, and a forward-facing camera for the trails are all features that are not standard. Another thing that does not come standard is the rear and front parking sensors, which should have been standard as the visibility isn't great for the Gladiator. At least there is a 360 camera for off-road use as an option, although we must admit that the quality isn't exactly great to help you out on the trails. Number 2. Poor fuel economy. We've mentioned that it was a bit disappointing how Jeep offers only one engine option under the hood of the Gladiator. This is especially important as all of its competitors are offering smaller turbocharged 4 cylinders or hybrids that are able to get a lot better fuel economy for their size. The Jeep Gladiator with the Pentastar V6 is only able to get 17 miles to the gallon in the city and 22 on the highway with the 8-speed automatic transmission. When it's coupled with a manual transmission, the fuel economy gets a hit of 1 mile per gallon, 16 in the city and 21 on the highway. These aren't terrible numbers, but aren't very good when compared to the competition. The Tacoma, with the turbo 4-cylinder without the electric motor, can get a combined rating of 21 miles per gallon, and when you equip it with a hybrid powertrain, it can get you 24 miles to the gallon, which is really good for a mid-sized truck. Colorado from Chevy gets 20 miles per gallon combined, whereas the Ranger from Ford nets you 22 miles to the gallon combined, both from turbocharged 4-cylinder engines. Perhaps surprisingly, even Frontier from Nissan, which also boasts a naturally aspirated V6 engine under its hood, gets better fuel economy compared to the Gladiator with its combined fuel economy of 20 miles per gallon. It's so perplexing that Jeep doesn't offer the 4xe hybrid version for the Gladiator. With the hybrid variants, the Gladiator could easily be top of its class when it comes to fuel economy. Number 1. Unenticing pricing. Now, the most important reason behind the poor sales of the Jeep Gladiator is probably its pricing, which isn't very good. In fact, even the CEO of Jeep has admitted that the price of the Gladiator was a bit steep, and this was the reason why Gladiator isn't very popular among truck buyers. The base sport trim starts at $38,000, and this does seem pretty accessible, especially considering that all Gladiators come with 4-wheel drive as standard. However, it does not even come with power windows and door locks, and no discernible driver assist or safety features. To get them, you have to upgrade to the higher Sport S trim. The Sport S trim starts at $42,000, and it includes power windows and locks, forward collision warning, and adaptive cruise control. However, it does not include serious off-road features, such as locking differentials or off-road suspension, so it really isn't a serious off-roader. To do any kind of serious off-roading, you would need to upgrade to either Mojave or Rubicon. The Mojave and Rubicon trims both start at $57,000, and they include electronically locking front and rear differentials, off-road Dana 44 axles, 2.5-inch Fox shocks if you choose Mojave. Now, here comes the real offenders, which are the Mojave X and Rubicon X trims. These trims are the only trims that come with a hard top, and the price difference for a hard top is outrageous. Now, Jeep guys may not care about having a hard top, but there are a lot of reasons why a truck owner might need a hard top. Both these trims start at a whopping $63,590, which is a really steep price to pay for a mid-sized truck.